Nasser, let's not start with a massive negative here. Yes, England lost, but another great Test match again.
Yeah, it was a fantastic Test match. Brilliant pitch, two brilliant sides going hard at each other. Went one way, then the other. England fighting hard, as they often do. They often give away a first innings lead, as they did in the first Test, but they fought back well with their performance yesterday. And I think really it was just the magic of Jasprit Bumrah. He got 3 for today, but that spell in the first innings, 6 for 40 odd, and blew away England for 250 on a really good flat pitch. The magic of Bumrah and that ball he bowled to Ollie Pope and that spell he bowled, in the end, was the difference for me between the two sides.
Now, so just how disappointing will England be that they had another lower score in the first innings?
Well, it goes back to what I say. Sometimes you can be critical of your own team. Sometimes you just have to look at the opposition and go, do you know what? They were touched by genius today. And that's exactly what happened. That spell from Bumrah in England's first innings was genius. Reverse swing, it's slightly gone out of the game. But with Bumrah and his unorthodox action and the way he leans across to the offside and he creates angles, he's all over Joe Root at the moment. He's got him out 8 times in Test match cricket. He gets Pope with an absolute beauty in-swinging Yorker, round the wicket to Stokes. Stokes drops his bat in disbelief. Sometimes, yeah, most of the time, look at your own performance and say, what could we do better? But sometimes in sport, you have to look at the opposition and just sort of doff your cap and say that was special today. That was incredible from Bumrah.
Yeah, fair enough. Bumrah brilliant for India. And for England, though, Zach Crawley, 76 in the first innings, 73 in the second. As a batter, if you get those scores, the highest scores in both innings, but you didn't turn them into centuries, do you still have an air of disappointment about you?
Yeah, that's the game. Especially as a batter, you always want more, and especially in India. You know it's going to get tougher for the next batter. It's going to spin more. It's going to reverse. But Crawley, let's highlight the positives. From where Crawley was a year ago and everyone calling for his head and he shouldn't be in the England side, look at how he played in the Ashes. Look how he's playing at the moment, his confidence. And the reason he's been so confident is because he's playing in an attacking mindset, how England want him to play. So occasionally he'll get the wrong side of that, as it was in the first innings. But you're right, when you get in against India, in India, it's the best place to bat at the top of the order. It's not reversing, it's not spinning, but he's playing beautifully at the moment. It's similar to India in the first Test. You know, they had a lot of 70s and 80s and no one converted into a big 100. And that was another difference between the sides. Young Jaiswal in the first innings played brilliantly, got a double 100. And then Shubman Gill, a welcome return to form with 100 in the second innings. So some of the basics, even in this modern era, some of the basics are still there. If you're going to win Test matches, get big runs and big hundreds.
So 1 each now in the 5 Test series. How did England go about preparing for the 3rd Test a week on Thursday?
Well, I think they're going to have to expect India to come back even harder. You know, India have missed quite a few key players. You know, I think Shami is out for the series. Jadeja could well be out for another Test match. Kohli has been out for 2 Test matches. We are talking about some serious cricketers there. So they'll announce their side soon. India, Kohli may well come back in. KL Rahul may well come back in. So I would expect a stronger Indian side in those last 3 games, but it's set up perfectly. I mean, it's been brilliant to watch. It's been an outstanding, 8 days of cricket on 2 excellent pitches. And I think it'll be a tight series, but England will know that India will, if anything, India are going to be stronger, so they're going to have to up their game.
Yeah.
Nasser, thank you very much. Great to get your thoughts this morning.